Hello, friends. Today we're going to talk about the greatest common divisors. What is actually the greatest common divisor? Sometimes they are known as the greatest common factor. And we know that factors are related to multiplication. So the greatest common divisor of a factor is the largest number that evenly divides two numbers. Simple words. It's the biggest number that both numbers have in common. The biggest factor that they have in common. And right now, we are going to make sure that we are working toward our goal to learn and practice the greatest common divisor in its normal real life situations. We are provided with two numbers, 3 and 15, and we are supposed to enter the greatest common divisor for them. But we know that they have in common a number of factors. We know that 3 times 1 is going to give us 3. It's a prime number, which means it doesn't have more than two factors. And 15 is not a prime number. It's a composite number. It has more than two factors, 1 and 15, 3 and 5. So which factors are in common? As we can see, 15 can be divided by 3 equally. That is the greatest common factor. The biggest number that both numbers can be divided equally is 3 for this case. All right, we are looking again for the greatest common divisor for number 14 and number 7. All right, we understand that 14 can be divided by 7 equally. So the greatest common divisor would be not 1, but 7. Again, we're having here the numbers that are 7 and 15. We know that 7 is the prime number. What does it mean? It has only two factors, 1 and 7. It cannot be divided equally by any other number. And 15 is not a prime number. It's a composite number. It can be divided by 1 and 15, 3 and 5. Do they have anything in common? Not quite, except for factor 1. All right, the greatest common divisor, we're checking 21. If 42 can be divided by 21 equally, yes, that's right. That's why the greatest common divisor is going to be, 21. And we're moving forward. 8 and 40. Can we divide 40 by 8 equally? Yes, that's correct. It will be 5. That's why the greatest common divisor or the greatest common factor is 8. Correct. 6 and 15, do they have anything in common? Yes, we know that 6 is not a prime number. It's a composite number because it's even. It can be divided by 1 and 6, 2 and 3. Same as 15 is a composite number. It can be divided by 1 and 15, 3 and 5. 3 here and 3 here, 1 here and 1 here. And what is the greatest common divisor? 1 of 3. Of course, it will be number 3. What is the greatest common divisor for these numbers? We definitely know that they are composite numbers. They can be divided by 2. And we split it by 2, 30 will become 15. And 66 will become 33. What if we look at the number properly and imagine that 30 is actually a combination of 6 times 5? Is it right? We're counting by 5, 6 times. Yes, till we get 30, exactly. So 30 can be divided by 6 equally. 66 can be divided by 6 equally and will give us 11. That's why the common factor is not 2, but the greatest common divisor would be not 2, but yes, correct, but 6. And we're supposed to figure out the greatest common divisor of 49 and 9. Let's see, do they happen to have anything in common? 4 and 9. We are checking the divisibility rule for this number if it's possible to divide by 9. 4 plus 9 is 13, and 13 is not a friend of 9. No way. No, it's not a prime. It's not a prime number. No, because it's a perfect square, right? It's a perfect square. 7 times 7 will give us 49. That's why 49 is about to have how many factors? 4, 1, and 49, 7, and 7. No, it's not going to have 4 factors. It's going to have 3 factors because we are not repeating the factors, right? 49 is a composite number with 3 factors. And 9 is a composite number with, it's a perfect square, 3 times 3, right? Again, with 3 factors, 1, 9, and 3. Do they happen to have anything in common? I don't think so, which means the greatest and the only common divisor is 1. All right, are we looking at 49 and 45 and 99 here? Yes, that's right. And we're looking for the greatest common divisor? Yes. Not 99 cannot be divided by 45 equally, right? It would be 90, but not 99. Right, we're looking forward and we are checking. Oh, I know, we're checking our divisibility rule by 9, right? 99 can be divided by 9 easily. It would be 11. And what about 45? 4 plus 5 is 9. Yes, it's a friend of 9. And actually, it's 5 times 9 gives us 45. So we have 1 as a common divisor and 9. And 9 is bigger than 1. That's why 9 is the greatest common divisor. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Well done, guys. Why is it so important? If you want to reduce a fraction to its simplest form, of course, you will be using the greatest common divisor or the greatest common factor. For example, if you are given the fraction 18/24, of course, you are going to simplify the fraction by using the greatest common divisor as number 6. So 18/24 fraction will be simplified to its simplest form, 3/4.